Now, this is a story about Bill Hicks. So there was briefly a time where Bill Hicks lived in New York City. He wasn't received well because New Yorkers don't understand anger. Like, they understand it, but they don't understand why it's on stage. It was so amazing to watch Bill perform in New York because literally the audience would be like, what's he so mad about? You know, he seems angry about something. Isn't life hard enough? But I remember the night because the comics were me and Hicks, and it didn't matter. It was interchangeable, but he'd already done a few Lettermans, and he was Hicks. So even if he did badly, there was going to need to be some reconstruction, audience-wise, you know. So I remember I walked up to him. I'm like, "Hey, Bill, you got the Lettermans and stuff. I'm just starting out. Could I go first? Because he was supposed to go first." And he's like, "No, man, I gotta meet a guy to play chess." And I'm like, I don't even know what that means. But it seems important to you. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll just follow you then. And then I remember going to the bathroom. This was upstairs. So I go to the bathroom, and he went on stage. I go to the bathroom. I don't know what happened while I was in the bathroom. But when I got out of the bathroom, there was 400 people in this room, and nobody's laughing. No one's saying anything. There's a silence in the room of 400 that has a suction to it. It's like, oh my God, there's actually sound being sucked out of the room by an audience that is in shock because Bill Hicks is at the lip of the stage, screaming at a woman like right where you are. And he's going, I'm a poet! I'm a poet! And he stands up, and there's nothing but silence. And I'm standing there like, what is happening? And then in the sweetest voice, this woman goes, tell us a poem then. So what's happening? What do you want to talk about? You want to do the act, or I don't know. Let's not. Let's just work through some stuff. I had a weird thing happen. Like, there was something to be said about doing a lot of drugs at some point in your life. I personally don't have a lot of respect for people that don't have the courage to lose complete control of their life for a few years. Right down the f***ing hole. Like, what happened? I don't know. I know it's time I'm not getting back. I'd like to think I did some good writing, but there's no real evidence of it. That's random pieces of paper and something I have finished, but I was in it, But there is something to be learned from drug experiences, especially if you go out there, right, bro? Yeah. So, well, the point is, I went and ate this Chinese food the other night, and it seems disconnected. But I went to this Chinese restaurant in San Francisco, and there was like, I'm not a big Chinese food guy, but this was like this, kind of nouveau, cool Chinese place, and I ate pastrami kung pao. That's crazy, right? It's just chunks of fatty meat with, salt and more salted things. And then there was the I think it was just called lamb fat curry, which was just lamb fat and curry and some other vegetables. And then there was these tiki pork bellies. I'm not sure when it became okay to eat that shit, but I mean, because it's not even baked. I think, then they used to throw that part away, pork belly, but now it's like, this is great. So there were these 2 pieces of pork belly that were just, I don't even know if they were deep fried or what. They were chopsticks, and they were squares, and there was no way to eat them other than pick them up and just bite them, and they were just sort of warm, gelled fat with crispy outsides. The point I'm making is, I ate all this shit, and I got in the car with my friend Jack, and I'm sitting there, and my hand went numb. Like, literally 20 minutes after I ate that, I'm like, my hand's tingling, I can't feel it. But because of my drug experience, I'm like, I'm just gonna ride it out. You know what I mean? It's probably gonna go away if it doesn't. Like, maybe my whole right side will go numb, and I'll be talking like this. But right now, we'll see what happens. And I wouldn't have had that wisdom without years of laying in bed on coke, going, please, not now, not now. Let's ride this out.